Right. Now I actually have to select something. That's fantastic. Two people in the stream. That's fantastic as well. I am going to have it on the laptop itself, so then I'll be able to see what the hell's going on. I'll drive this today. I'll start to explain what the hell we're doing when we get there. That sounds like a decent run. I'm doing the most challenging one first because I hate using this particular train. But hello to the two people who are in the stream at the moment. I know it says 3, but I count as one of the watchers, which I think is strange, but you know, wish it wasn't like that. So whatever's going on in the chat, I will be able to read it. Sometimes the PS4, 4 now, that means 3, fantastic. So whatever's been put in the chat, I will be able to read. Fantastic. And now I must quickly remember how the hell to do this, and unlock it on the right side. Trains, hello Dean, welcome. Welcome Dean, I am indeed driving a train. That's my job. Well, it's not actually my job. It's my job for the stream. I wish I could drive them, but that didn't work out the way I wanted it to. I'll explain a little bit more of what we're doing once I get moving. Wait until a certain time. I'm just going to lock the doors right now. And we need to put it in forward. Handbrake is off. How do I do the gears? Gear selector is there. Should be a key somewhere that I can turn. And you know what, there isn't. There isn't. Your PlayStation sounded it was struggling for a second there, did it? I believe it needs a fan replacement. I'll try not to derail the conversation too much. I need to find the stupid key. Where is the key? I'm already looking great. It doesn't even matter. There. Oh my giddy aunt. Right. It's in forward. It is in forward. How much I know. Throttle is idling throttle. 1. The gear selector should be in 1. We are not moving because okay, now we are moving, right. Right. This train has gears. And that will mean the annoying thing is I have to take it into take the throttle off, put it into 2, and then put the throttle back on. Right, fantabulous. I can already tell this is going to go horribly wrong. But we'll see what happens, won't we? I hate this thing. When I saw the video for this DLC, I thought, oh, I'll be able to drive that, no problem. No. No. What a load of... Put into 3, and then go back up. Fantastic. I can't believe train drivers actually had to drive things like this. And this is a commuter train, so multiple journeys every single day. We are stopping at Dayton, I believe. station. This is all set roundabout in my local area pretty much. It runs all the way from Manchester to the city of Leeds where I actually live. And it's times like this when I wish I was sitting a bit closer to the TV. Which I may pause and do. I don't really like this train a lot. But you know what I'll do? I'm gonna quit out, come back, and then reconfigure my brain for actually driving the damn thing, because a bit more intuitive than I thought. Well, I'm back, and I've reconfigured everything around so I can actually drive properly, which would be ideal. I'll drive this one, the Class 47, because Leeds to Manchester Victorian. I kind of want to come out of Leeds, to be honest. Yeah, I'll come out of Leeds Station, why not? Because there's a lot of DLCs available from this game, a lot of which I don't have, I only have one. Some of them look pretty nice, others not really. There's a lot. Right, and this train should not have gears. Otherwise, I'm not the right. Right, for a start, is there a switch? Yes, there is. Fantastic. The reverser should be off. Throttle should be. The brake should be taken off. Fantastic. And the reverser switch, I can move it. That's fantastic. I did unlock the doors. Is it on the left or is it on the right? It's on the left, isn't it? Of course it's on the left. Doing a great job so far. How bad can it get? You may notice that on the screen it just froze after the chat froze on the screen, but it's alright. No problem whatsoever. I will be able to see it on the video chat itself. So I can lock both of them now. It's fantastic. 10:22:30, well. And it moves. Stop at Dewsbury. That's been to Dewsbury before. External. I'd love to do external cameras. They're very cool. So that's what we're driving. This big thing. So that's nice. And then get back in the driver's seat. Whew. Everything is modelled around the local area as it was in 1983, and I have no idea how they've done that. But I will say it largely hasn't changed, largely. I mean, you would see a hell of a lot more, oh, that's the second sort of a co-driver person there. You would see a lot of skyscrapers around, just behind us, if it was the modern day, but you won't see them here. So I'm looking forward to a more relaxed stream this time around, one with a lot more Dewsbury. Sounds like the proactive nemesis of Canterbury. Dewsbury it's a city. I think it's a city, but it's quite a small city by English standards. Does the second person do anything? No, they do not. No, they don't. They just sit there. And I don't know what the realistic purpose of them would be. I imagine that they would take over when the driver is absent, but they do have their own. They do have a few controls, so they can use things, but they don't actually do anything with them. Oh, look, there's a Class 101 going past. No. And so, oh, 5 people, and yet they're on payroll. Shameful. Oh yeah, British Rail. British Rail will pay anyone to do anything. Schedule your British Rail jokes here. Brilliant. Speed limit will be up by 25 miles an hour. So I'll do that. Accelerate, you bugger. This thing is loud when it gets up to speed. It's very loud. It sounds like a jet engine, even though it's just diesel electric. So it shouldn't sound too high pitched, but it does. It does. But we are going to be keeping to quite a low kind of speed going out of the station, and then we'll be going all the way up to about 60, in some places about 80. However, this thing can realistically go on only 80 miles an hour, so it is what it is. There are faster trains in the game, there are more modern ones I could drive. Oh. There's a gas containers on the right. Natural gas. Still around actually today. You better believe I only bought this DLC because it shows off the local area. That's pretty much why I bought it. I'm surprised they even bothered to do a DLC for that, but there you go. So I'm allowed to go full throttle pretty much. Speed limit will be reduced down to 50 in about 2.2 miles. It's very scenic. It is very scenic. It's more focused on what you can see from the actual track if you were to be on a train. It is very scenic. It's just a bit of a shame that there's no real way to show you all this. I said there is a way to show you it from the air, to be honest, but I'll do that. Oh, wrong way. Cool. Okay. Houses on the right. No, never been on a train IRL. I have about 3 or 4 times, and that's about it. Whether I should stick with this view or not and just change it every so often. I will need to change it when I get to the tunnel. There is a very long tunnel coming up. And you will be surprised by how dark it is, but I can tell you, because I've been through it, that it is that dark. I can tell you that it will be quite dark in there. And especially because the... Oh. You useless person. You know, you don't need to see anything. That's your punishment. Where's the lights in this thing? There are going to be some lights somewhere. I had better not desk light. That would be nice to have a desk light on. There we go. Desk light switch on. Marker lights. We should have those on. Tail light is left hand side. Why does that matter? Alright. What's that for? There must be a light switch somewhere. Ah. There is. Huh. I actually go to school for them, school for trains. Do they call it training? They're not anything special unless you're like an enthusiast or something, or you're sightseeing training. Yeah, they are just a mode of transport at the end of the day. Although I would like to go on a proper steam train, because why not? Very scenic. I can remember that we are getting close to actually where I'm staying at right now. There'll be a big bend and then be able to see another class 101. There you go. They're also not the most comfortable things in the world. There are some nice trains here, there's some horrible ones. There are ones people don't like, and ones people do like. So we are pretty much going round Big Bend. Speed limit will be 50 very soon. So this is the area where we're coming up to, where I used to be. I actually used to go out and see the trains pass by in this sort of area. So, if you can see the houses up there, I used to walk from down there all the way down to here, and I used to see the trains coming past. They obviously still do go past. So from up there, walking down here, there was a little gate over here, then a crossing, and then you could walk along the fields over there. So I used to stand right about there and watch them go past. When I was a lot younger. This is about 2005, 6, 7 time. And here's the big station, not station, the local station to where I'm at right now. It still does look very much like this. And then we go into the big tunnel which goes under the entire town that it serves. So welcome to darkness. And it is a very long tunnel. And I can't remember how many years it took them to build this, but easily 6 or 7. So interesting there. I could have become a train dispatcher. I actually do have very high marks on the test for that. But some other bastard got the job and I didn't. So, there you go. I should be moving up to 60 miles an hour at some point. Dear what? It's very dark. Oh yeah, this is very long, Gene. I've been through this IRL. I've been on a train that goes through this tunnel. It goes under the entire town. That's why it's so impressive. Dispatching is a great job here in the States. That can be a six-figure job. Well, I mean, I imagine it would be, you know, because you're responsible for... I do apologise also for the engine sounding like a jet engine. And I am speeding at the moment, and I shouldn't be doing that. But then I never promise a perfect run on this. I can't do a perfect run. It is very hard to keep within the time schedule. I'm supposed to be there at 10:37, so in 3 minutes time I'm supposed to be stopping at Dewsbury Station. And I will need to slow down before I get there. I imagine that I'm not going to make it on time. And the only way I'm going to fail this is if I pass a signal when it's at red, and you'll be able to see what the next signal is up the top there where it says 900 or 900 something yards. Then you'll know for sure. There is pretty much no use in warning me about that, because by the time you know, be right back. Alright, D. That's alright. It's only Dewsbury Station, it's not really that impressive. The furthest I've been by train is to Huddersfield, which we will be stopping at some point. I believe this is Mablethorpe? Don't know. There's a river at the side, I think. Oh, you're not going to do anything? Alright. Don't do anything. In 1 mile I will have to slow down. Get some initial braking going on here. Give it a bit more service. And a bit more down to 30. There we go. It's 10:36. I may just be able to stop here. Maybe. He's there for emotional support. It's actually a she, I believe. I believe that's a she, if I'm completely honest. But and you better believe that they modelled the pedestrians after people in the 80s, so you'll see some very 80s looking clothes and hairstyles. Nothing too flashy. This was Britain in the 1980s, so the flashiness was reserved for the pop stars and all that. But we are coming up on Dewsbury Station, so our first stop of the trip. And I do believe we can be about 30-second odd or so late for this one, and I think that's probably going to be the most accurate. Just gonna try and stop in the light in the guide. Oh, bugger it. Unlock the doors, unlock them on the left. And switch the reverser to engine only. We're on full service braking. Throttle's off. She's got those thighs though. Let's have a look. Yes, she does. Fair comment. Right, okay. I'm not... Lock the left, thank you. Take the braking off, stop at Huddersfield. Reverser is in forward. And give it some power. Basically as much as bollocks. You always give me challenging things with my accent, don't you? Thick thighs save lives. Could be useful in derailment. I don't think you can derail trains in this. I have never... And I believe I just had a pretty bad start to this, but we'll see. I've never derailed a train on this, and I have no idea if you can. I imagine you could, but I've never... The game will pretty much stop you, because if you pass the signal and you're going way too fast, it will fail you. So, careful, the game will hear you. Right. If I derail in the next 5 seconds, that's why. Not that, you know, not that it's possible, that I know for sure. Surprising. Huddersfield at 10:49. Well, that's not very long. In fact, someone might pour salt on the tracks and a cow might mosey on over. It doesn't have to be off the tracks. Thick thighs are much better to rail anyways. Alright, darling, alright. You won't have much to say when I'm railing you. Right. A cow might mosey on over. Well, there's no... Is there a fence? Oh, there's a river there. But, I suppose the cow could wander on the tracks, I guess. Maybe. Huh. Nice big factory on the right now. Fine, I'm going to let you see. I'll let you see, even though you're getting paid for doing pretty much nothing, I will let you see what's coming ahead. So then if we are going to crash, then you can probably... Oh shit. I am speeding quite badly. This game will pretty much change the speed limit on you whenever it feels like, even if it doesn't make any logical sense. Okay, so now the speed limit's gone back up. Right. Thanks for making me slow down. External mode, because why not? How far back can we go? Quite far, I believe. We are pulling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, Got 8 carriages, we're pulling 8. 1, 2, 3. Can you speedrun this game? Can you hell? Well, in technically you can, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 carriages, right. So we're pulling 8 carriages of people. That's nice. So technically you can speedrun it if you get a perfect time. But I can't get a perfect time. And I imagine that it's very difficult to achieve that. They give you barely enough time to make a perfect run of this. And sometimes I don't even think it's possible to get there within that time. But anyway, lots of factories and warehouses. There we go. Doing pretty well. And I think that this journey will take over an hour. Back, got an ice cream bar. You mean a choc ice, darling? They're called choc ices here. Gay, just like break the law and floor it, what are they going to do? Stop you? Looks like somebody dropped the box of them because it's cracked in like 75 areas. Oh, so you do mean a choc ice then? We called them choc ices. Not that we're not going to use the term ice cream bar. Just a little difference there. I quite like choc ices. They're very nice. They are going to stop me, Lafair. They will. They will stop me and send me back to the beginning of this journey. So I don't want to have to do that. Come on, take us up to 70 miles an hour. But what if they don't have chocolate? How do you mean, what if they don't have chocolate? They do have chocolate. It's milk chocolate with just ice cream in it. That's what it is. And I reckon that's pretty much the standard, really. Right, Huddersfield is... I can't see how far away. 2.9 miles, I believe, away from me. If it's an ice cream bar without chocolate, it can't be a choc ice, can it? No. You're right there. Alright, you're right there, okay. Okay, so a choc ice is what we will call ice cream covered in milk chocolate, and milk chocolate that's been solidified, obviously, around it. Have you ever seen Unstoppable with Denzel Washington? Trust me, they can't stop you if you go fast enough. No, I have not. Being completely honest, I have not. I haven't. But I can imagine what happens if it involves trains. And I will have to slow down here. Oh wait, no, I won't need to do that. This entire journey is probably going to take us an hour and 45 minutes, so what I'm going to do is when I reach, based on a real event that happened here in the States, it was a runaway train that almost killed a lot of people. Is that the No, that was a freight train, wasn't it? I think that was a freight train that I'm thinking of right now. But we'll see. Can't remember any of the times when it happened. The most recent thing that would have killed quite a lot of people was in 1999 over here. Yeah, it was for it. Also, it nearly smashed into another train, is what you're saying. Another train full of people, and that's why. Because that's pretty much what happened here, except both trains had people in it. So, you know. No, hold on. It was carrying a highly combustible material. Ah, right. I get you. Warden driven 100 miles in the Class 47. 100 miles in this thing. Huh. Well, when I reach Huddersfield, which, well, we pretty much have, I pause the game, have a very short break, and then I'll try with a different train doing something else. And hopefully it goes well. I'm definitely not going to make this one on time, I know that. Come on, slow down. Thank you. So it's called the CSX 8888. Oh, the crazy 88. Ah, I see, I remember. It was the one I was thinking of. It was the one I was thinking of. And yes, I have heard that story. Yep. See, that's the first one I was thinking of. But I didn't want to assume that it was that one because it could have been another one for all I know. I'm not that intelligent. Oh dear. Case in point. Well, I will pause it here and I'll be back in a moment. And I've returned 6 people now at the moment. I'll save my progress in this one. So then I can come back to it maybe later. I am curious to try out the other DLCs. The only problem is they don't have free trials with them, which kind of sucks, to be honest with you. Because there are some I would like to try. What if I look on the store? Oh, here we go. Right, so those are actual routes. Those are the ones. Long Island Railroad. There's one San Francisco to San Jose. Is the Goathland station in this game? Goathland, isn't that in Scotland? The most remote one in the world, isn't it? Goathland. Goathland station. I'm gonna have to look at that. Goathland station. Goathland Railway Station is a station on the North Yorkshire Moors Railway Service. In North Yorkshire. No, it isn't. At least that I'm not aware of. It isn't. Could stop at platform 9 3/4 if it were in it. That's where it was filmed. Oh yeah, it is. Because I know they did the scene with the Hogwarts Express up in Scotland. They should do a Hogwarts Express DLC. The only problem is that that doesn't really work. Because Goathland in North Yorkshire and where they filmed the right, Goathland is where they stop in the films, right? Because I think 9 3/4 isn't at Goathland. Because Goathland will be a very small station. And then the whole scene with the viaduct in the movie that was filmed in Scotland. So I believe that the platform 9 3/4, I think. Well, North Yorkshire doesn't have a lot of people in it, and it's mostly villagers. No, Goathland Station is where they get off in the movie. That's where they get off the train and they go to Hogwarts. Just looking at it. And the other station will probably be somewhere in London. Or somewhere down south. So you'd have to go from all the way down south to through Scotland to go to Goathland. It wouldn't work geographically. Which is why they can't really... They could come up with a... just make it up. They could just make up all the scenery and stuff like that. But I doubt that they will, because it's supposed to be a realistic kind of thing. But I imagine that people will have made DLCs for this on PC. If they've got enough time on their hands, they probably will have done that already. But either way, what's this one? Canadian National Oakville Subdivision. I kind of want to get another DLC, but at the same time it's a lot of money. The Tees Valley Line, that's near Newcastle, I believe. By Somerset, that's obviously Somerset. East Coast Way, that will be... Oh. It's taking me to the store, but I'm just going to read out what the East Coast Way actually is. Southern England. Oh, bloody Southerners. Southern bastards. Right. I'm going to go for Great Western Express. I'm not sure, you should look at where they filmed the whole platform 9 3/4. I've got a feeling it's down south. It might be up north in maybe York, maybe York Station, maybe York, but I've got to think. I don't know. Platform 9 3/4. King's Cross, I think. Yeah, it's King Cross, I believe, is where it is. Yeah, King's Cross Station, which is all the way down in London. Then you'd have to go all the way up to Scotland. Yeah. Then you'd have to go all the way up to Scotland to go on the viaduct for the movie scene. And then you would have to go all the way down to Ghostland in North Yorkshire, so you can see why it geographically doesn't make any sense. It wouldn't make geographically sense. They could make it up though. I wouldn't mind if they did that, because then, come to think of it, there aren't any steam trains in this. But to be honest with you, a steam train would be very hard to appropriate. Let's just say that. It would be very hard to... I'm just going to have different rain. I'm going to have some rain, because it's England and it rains. London Panicum to Cheltenham Spa. Do that one, because why not? That's why. But to be honest, I would like to see them try and do one in Scotland, because Scotland it does have the prettiest railways. I will admit that. I mean, Yorkshire isn't bad, but Scotland is just better for railways. It's the prettiest one in the world, apparently. Mostly according to enthusiasts and just people who go on journeys there. It is very nice. And maybe one across Australia would be nice, but Australia is way too big to kind of do that. But now I'm going to be driving a high-speed train, so I'm going to reach a lot higher speeds than this. We are coming out of London Paddington though, and coming out of London Paddington is a pain in the arse. Brake test. I do not need to do that. I need to find where the wipers are. They are over there. And there we are. Oh. Oh. Yep. Well done. Well done, mate. Should have waited, but it didn't give me a time to wait until, so I just went, assuming that it would change. Weird. Strange. Google failed you for the first time around. I thought it would be well, which is I don't know if canonically the book says it's at King's Cross. I think it does. All the films will say it's at King's Cross Station, but they don't say where the viaduct is, and they certainly don't specify it's Ghostland that they're using for the station when you get to Hogwarts or near to it. So if that's the case, then they must have travelled quite far by train. Not that that's a bad thing, but you know, I've only seen the Harry Potter films. I've never read any of the books, so I wouldn't know if it says something in the book about it possibly being located somewhere else. and then they could kind of fit it in, I suppose. Do I have to take the train brake off? I am on a red signal, so I can't actually go anywhere, and that's kind of concerning me. Is heavy haul only PC? I have no idea who this individual is. Please identify yourself. I don't know the answer to that question. I'm kind of wondering if it's going to let me go at any point. Strange. It will do now. And we're on the way. On the way to Reading, which is outside London. It's quite some distance away, but we are going to be travelling pretty bloody fast at some point, so we'll probably make it. Hopefully, if I remember to stop correctly at the end, then there should be kind of an open and shut service, I believe. Phew. Turn the throttle down to idle. And then when they put the speed limit up, now they'll actually go a little bit faster. Now I wonder if Dean's come back. He's been a while and I haven't seen him in the chat for quite some time. You're hiding. Alright, I didn't see you. But I will leave clues. We are looking for Dean's clues. It's not Blue's clues, it's Dean's clues. Gotta find him. If you can find that puffer. Puffer, not puffer. Poofer. Oh my Gideon, why do you want me to stop at this point, game? Full service braking. Don't fail me now. So you wanted me to stop at this point, game? Why? Need another snack, you'll be back. Why did you want me to stop there? It's still asking me to stop. Was I going too fast for you, game? Because you did say that the speed limit was up, so... What do you want? Do you want these people to get to Swansea or not? So now you ask me to go, fair enough. Because of this dickhead, isn't it? Another high-speed train. Which to be honest, it's kind of good that he told me to stop there, because if I'd gone any faster past him, there might have been a bit of a problem. Fair enough. Meep. Welcome, Matt Black. Welcome to the stream. If you're just tuning in, I'm driving from London Paddington to Reading, which is just outside London. Earlier on I went through from Leeds station to Huddersfield and I stopped there. So I might return to that in a bit, but I just needed a break, something a bit more less intuitive, because this train can go very, very fast, and while it's going very, very fast, I can pretty much look at the chat and not suffer any penalties from being stopped by the game. So that's fantastic. But we need to find Dean's clues, everybody, so just keep your eyes peeled. Bring it up to full throttle, and we'll be staying there for quite some time. Because we can go about 125 miles an hour. The game is afoot. I stopped the train, but why? The game is afoot. You asked me to stop, did you? Alright. Didn't know you were employed by British Rail, but okay. I'm starting to wonder why as well. Because it makes no sense why it would ask me to stop there when there's nothing wrong, but okay. I believe I played this one before and it did exactly the same thing, so I don't know what's up with it. Also, grey skies. When it is raining over here, this is what you'll see. So, just preparing you if you should ever come to England. Thankfully, this train goes quite quickly, so we do have about 30 miles to cover though. Doesn't sound too far, but it will take quite a little bit of time. I've been streaming for 1 hour and nearly 1 minute. Fantastic. I was saying to you before, Dean, this is my horrible voice, so I hope you don't hate it. The other people in the stream, minus the Denali fellow, welcome back, Seth darling. It's nice to have you here. Do you like it? There's something wrong with Americans if they like my voice. Are you all sure? Entirely sure that it's just not? No. I've been told that so many times by American friends, and I can't figure out for the life of me why it's so appealing. I was told I could do audiobooks. There's a lot wrong with me. Well, there's a lot of... there's a lot wrong with me. Something's definitely wrong with me then. See, nobody here can stand my voice. Better than having a southern accent. Oh, I love American southern accents. They're brilliant. They're just so warm and friendly. It's like... sounds good compared to mine. I sound like Patrick Star. Seth, don't even say that. You don't want me to compliment you on it. Your voice is sexy as hell, just accept it. Ooh woo. See, I'm trying to accept it, but every single time... Every time I listen to it back and I think, Jesus, is that what I sound like? Bloody hell. Oh man. I couldn't do an audiobook anyway, because I end up stuttering at times, so that's not a quality product. Amazon wouldn't allow that. Y'all, I reckon Earl got the chamomile in the toilet wine yet again. I'm sorry, that's terrible. I'm very sorry. So dreadfully sorry. That's what we sound like. Oh, don't worry, I have heard. I only know one friend who I've spoken to with a southern accent, so... But his is fine, it's very nice. Very nice to listen to. I will just slow down a little bit, take it off full throttle. Because otherwise I might be going a little bit faster down these than I intended to. I actually haven't shown you what I'm driving from the outside yet, but I will do that now. There you go. I used to live in the south for quite some time. In Tennessee, I believe. So you told me. Tennessee. I don't mind the south of the US. I kind of like it. But at the same time, I know not all the people there are going to be nice. Looking at you, southern state I can't remember the name of. Alabama, there we go. Looking at you, Alabama. And that's what I'm driving. I've got two of these, that's a bit overkill. I live in Georgia, Tennessee and Arkansas. Well, Dean lives in Georgia, he lives in Atlanta. Which I believe is just the big city there. I think it's just dawned on me that everyone in my stream is American, and they're watching somebody who's British. Can confirm Alabama got deep hick roots, lots of Brownsies, Cusbands and... oh, I see. A zit on the arse of the south. Fort Stewart. Interesting how you name things after forts. Interesting. Well, I have always lived in the vicinity of Leeds. I was born a family that sleeps together stays together, does it? It kind of has to. It wasn't named after a fort, it was a fort. Yeah. Well, there we go, it's a fort. A fort to be attacked by probably a civil war thing. Most likely. Damn, we're just turning family trees into family branches, I guess. But I've always lived in the vicinity of the Leeds area, I've never left. Did live technically in Wakefield for some time, which is about 2 miles away from where I am right now. And then the squirrels came. The squirrels? Oh, the branches on the tree. Oh. 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 If I keep making noises, it'll sound like I understand. Well, I got plenty of nuts with them, so does my dad. Trust me, I know. The speed! Hmm. 7 people. Oh well, it was 7 and now it's 6. Technically 5. I have 5 Americans. I feel blessed, you know, to have 5 Americans watching my channel at the moment. 5 people who will happily sit there. 5 Americans who will happily sit there and listen to a nasally Brit talking about just anything you can think of to sound remotely entertaining. It's amazing. You won't believe it, but it's true. It's only 12:30. It's only half past 12 over here. I thought it was later. Well, I do hope this is relaxing. Freedom noises. Freedom. The Matt Black cat. Just cat. Alright, cat. Oh look here, commuter train that we're passing by at incredible speed. You'll never get there. Just cat, right. Well, I know you like your cats, but realistically. And I will probably have to reload the chat because I believe something's gone wrong with it, maybe. Live chat, where's the... I'm sorry if I missed something, how to repaint my nails a little. No, that's alright. That's alright. You didn't miss really anything. I mean... I just said there's 5 Americans who would happily sit down and watch me play a game and listen to me speak, so... I need to count how many people are here. Yeah, that makes sense. I think everyone is still here, correct? Because it did have 6 people up there, but I believe one of them has clicked off, so... Oh, another high-speed train. There we go. Yeah, Seth, Dean, LaFay, Matt Black, 4 people, and then technically me makes 5, and then now it's 6 apparently. So that's mathematics, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that lesson. I want to see a train parallel park. That's... To be honest, that is kind of possible. My needs are simple. Yeah, they are. That is kind of possible. If you had 2 trains on one stretch of track, and then another one with a turning onto the other track, then you could get between them. So technically it would be possible, and if you're travelling at low enough speed you will be able to slow down. It will probably be a very tight squeeze, but it is kind of possible. I'm back again, had to leave for a second. Well, welcome back. That's not parking, that's just traffic. Train traffic. Well, your needs are simple, but I'm afraid I cannot attend to them. Sorry, Dean. I do hope... Where's the... Right. I mean, you could just like pick it up and then place it between two trains. Not that heavy to take like 3 guys. You see their innovation. Not gonna tell him. I'm not going to. I know he's joking, so I don't need to bring out my fact. I don't need to bring it that up. All I'm saying, I need 3 alcohols and 2 tater tots. Impressive. Wow, 7.3, 7.2 miles because you're on a diet. Dieting. The American way. Ah, yeah. Dieting the American way. I do need to watch out though, because I am getting near the... Oh, hello. I am getting close to Reading, so 2 tater tots, nearly enough to put me in the grave. Hate potatoes. American seafood diet, seafood, then you eat it. I know you hate potatoes, darling. I will make it a strictly talk properly. I will make it a strictly potato-free environment. There we go. Yeah, you see food and then you eat it. Well, that's pretty much how things work, you know. He doesn't like his taties now. He doesn't like his taties. He'll have his Yorkshire puds, but he won't have his taties. That stands in stark contrast. That stands in stark contrast with my view of potatoes. I'll make a pa dish. I will make it a a potato-free environment. No potatoes allowed in the house, which is annoying because I actually like potatoes. So, the things you do for love. The things we do for love, eh? I'm giving up potatoes. Sounds delicious. It does sound like a sort of Taiwanese, a sort of a dish maybe from Korea, or how does someone hate potatoes? You can eat potatoes as long as I can light candles when you do. How does someone hate potatoes? It's the... You see, the thing is that some people can taste certain tastes in certain vegetables. So some people don't notice that broccoli tastes of anything, but some people think it tastes very strongly. And Burger King's hash browns, those are damn good. I haven't had any burger... Well, I'm gonna need to slow down. I haven't had Burger King's hash browns. Slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down. But all prep potatoes are dead. They are. And crisps. Or chips. That's the point. You know what, Seth? I think I know why you don't like them. Is it the smell or the taste? Because I imagine it's a mixture of both. Because they do smell, I will say that. But they don't smell bad to me, you know. I'm not going to make it, am I? No, I'm not. Prepare for a failure. Prepare for the failure. No. Oh. Feck. Right, failed it at the last minute, but you know what? I'm not going to try that again. I am not going to try that again. Try pineapple. Try pierogies. Pierogies. They're the best, lol. I like potatoes. I like me spuds. I love me spuds. I like a lot of vegetables. Even some that people hate. What am I going to do? I don't want to do rapid transit again. You can marinate them in butter and garlic. Well, I will agree, Seth, that when you're out, I will eat the potatoes. And then when you're inside, I can't eat potatoes. I think that's a fair thing. Even though we live 6,000 miles apart, I am making plans. If you can taste the potato in the potato, not gonna like it. Oh, it's the taste. And the smell, so I recall. Leeds to Manchester, Victoria. Leeds. Maybe I should do an express run, because then I'm just going to be travelling on my own. Where's the other express? Express in the evening time. Is that one in the afternoon? Potato and a potato, like Inception for leprechauns. Oh dear, yeah. I don't even need to entertain you because you've all got yourselves. So I'm kind of just there to speak. I'm just here to sound appealing / horrific. So that's my job right there. You're all entertaining yourselves. I unlock the doors. Oh really? Unlock them on the right, I believe. Yeah. Okay. And stop. Scheisse. That's bollocks. Your voice is relaxing. Of course Europeans love their potatoes. They almost died when they didn't have any. Oh, you bastard. You bastard. Oh. That's the Irish. We're not in the same country. The Irish? What about the Irish? What about them? And the Norman conquest was just teaching us how to eat better. Yeah. To be fair, I was soup in my great-great-great-great-great-grandfather's nuts when that happened, so I think it's late enough. I reckon so. Right, I do not press that button. There is another switch here, and I'd better find it quickly. Does it have a switch? That will be an interesting... Does it have a switch? I believe it doesn't. It must have a switch. Do the Irish even like you too? I can't remember. Are you two Northern Irish? Because in that case, then I guess not. Where is the fucking key? British Rail. Where is the key? Is that it? No. There's a key in here. There is a key. I cannot find the key. I'll be back. Alright, I'll be back. Do the Irish even like YouTube? Possibly. Possibly. Keys Lorraine. Keys Lorraine. Keys Lorraine? Keys Lorraine. I'll be back. I've returned and oh look. Can we spam his chat while he's gone? Throws can meet at the chat. welcome back. Impressive. I don't know how you did that. I don't know how you typed it upside down. I may just type a ton of cryptic nonsense. What kind of spam yuck? Do you know if Zalgo works in the chat? Silicon lube is the future for greasing hobos on monorails. No, it's water-based, and I refuse to use any other kind. Grey Poupon is the horseradish of the Illuminati. Diesel locomotives. There we go. Teach me where the fucking key is. Alright. I don't... See, you don't need me to entertain you all. You can't catch me once I activate my healies. You want a bloody bet, mate? A northerner with pies and gravy in his stomach can catch anything. I'm also having... Oh, I used to ride those everywhere back in the day. These are locomotives. You will hear another Brit talking.
Welcome to these Class 45 and Class 47 locomotives in VR Corporate Blue livery. This brief introduction will go through start-up, stopping and passenger door operations.
There's an example of a Brit who can talk more smoothly than me. However, he is from near to Newcastle, I believe. So.
To get the locomotive started, set the battery isolation switch.
Hooray.
A lot of time will be spent in the locomotive cab, so climb aboard to get started.
Aye aye.
The master key is used to activate the control desk.
The trains don't have talking faces with mouths that don't move. The trains don't have talking faces with mouths that don't move. Oh, Thomas the Tank Engine. There's the fucking key. There it is. Thomas had never heard such bullshit. Thomas arrived at Knapford Station, where the fat controller gave him a right good bollocking. You're late, you fucking bastard. Versus on...
The locomotive is now ready to be started.
I'm disillusioned. Engine start. Yeah, I pressed it, thank you.
Use the straight air brake to hold the locomotive during this.
Well, to be honest, I don't really need you to talk anymore, mate. I found out where the key is. It's in the worst place that the key could possibly be, but the key is down there to unlock the controls. So, now that I know that, I will try driving the pissing thing. And if I recall, it's not a very good locomotive to try, but I'll try my best. Class 45. People love the Class 45, and I don't. Right, where's the thing? Where's the one that we're going to do? That one. Hey KD, I want to hear you try and do a southern accent. A southern accent in America or a southern accent in the UK? You know, I had a little phobia with those Thomas Train face things when I was little. Are there miniature locomotives in this game? Grandpa Pig would be thrilled. Oh, Peppa Pig. Oh, Peppa Pig, no. No. No, 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 no. No, no. Oh, we spawned that. I'm so sorry. Thomas the Tank Engine. There's the fucking key. Right, where's the brakes on this thing? There they are. And I can imagine that this train... I'm just going to put some brakes on. There's the straight brake. Okay. American Southern accent, okay. Well, the brakes are where the tracks stop. Oh yes. Oh yes they are. Right, well you give me a sentence to say in an American Southern accent and I will try. But I imagine that you will need to help me a little bit with the sounding, because otherwise I can't get into it. So just give me just something. I won't be able to do it. It will sound ridiculous and horrendous, but for you lot, for you guys, fair enough. She sells seashells by the seashore. Brian Kent's booty shorts are absolutely wretched. See, I can't. Brian Kemp's booty shorts are absolutely wretched. Uh-huh. Alright, I've got to move. 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 Oh no. No, 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 no. Shit. Right. Brian Kemp's booty shorts are absolutely wretched. And I can't believe it's not butter. Slow down, you impudent machine. I'm fucking dead. It hurts. Hey. I hope you enjoyed that. That was terrible. So sorry if you're from the south. The gays are mobilizing, but we've been ready for this. We have our trucks, our guns, and Paula Dean's margarine tits. Say, my cousin be looking mighty purty across the creek. And I am speeding again. Sorry, Manchester. Sorry I'm speeding on your railways. Oh, I don't give a fuck. It's Manchester. Oh, that's loud. If I had a Southern Belle grandmother, now I know what she'd sound like. There are tears in my eyes. I'm so proud. Ow, ow, that's a loud engine. Oh, thank Christ. That is loud. I hope you can hear me over the engine. Because if not, I will have to abandon this train and not drive it again because it is very loud. Hang on. Changing the options. That is loud. Very loud. And I don't like it. Turn the master volume down low. Right. Do I have to say that one? Okay. I hope you're enjoying. Oh, it didn't even save. Bollocks. Bollocks, bollocks, bollocks. Ass, wank, tit. I put talcum powder in my gooch and then Otis went and screwed the pooch. I'm so terribly sorry. I'm afraid to ask what a gooch is. I think I know what it is. I somehow think I know what it is. But I won't say what it is. But I think I know what it is. Right, oh. You gonna do anything, lady? Probably not. But, KFC is now serving its $5 fillet bucks at participating locations. I have to try that one again. KFC is now serving its $5 fillet bucks at participating locations. It's the space between your butt level and your genitals. Ah, right, okay. Well, I was wrong about what it was then. I'm sort of glad I was wrong about what it was, because now I don't have to say what I thought it was. Oh. You are now ready to infiltrate our ranks. um, do you mind if I don't do that? Do you mind if I mean, I'm scared of flying. I'll probably never get over that fully. But if I do, I may come to America. I'm speeding like mad. Somebody stop me. I prefer to stay at the top. I can get you a job at Cracker Barrel. Well, that was... I don't even know what that is. I imagine it's a fast food restaurant. A fast food establishment, Carruthers. I wish to go to a fast food establishment today, Carruthers, and I will not accept any less. Then you are a stronger person and I will not tell you. Alright. Alright. Gooch equals perineum. Can you stop the train to go get some chicken nuggets? What, in the 1980s in Britain? You must be fucking joking. 6 people now in the stream for some reason. Oh wait, 5. 5. You know, I kinda wish I would. Kinda wish I could, but I've got deadlines to meet. So sorry. And my back is hurting me. They didn't fry chicken in the 1980s. Didn't know Britain was so uncivilized. I mean, I didn't know when McDonald's first started popping up in the UK. I imagine it was right around maybe the 70s, maybe the 80s. Maybe. I'm going to take a guess at that. But I don't know the exact time frame. You might have to look that up. And I can't because I'm driving a train, so I've got an excuse. But basically, I do like some chicken nuggets. Britain equals Tatooine. So uncivilized. You will never find a more uncivilized nest of scum and villainy. Yeah, I don't know. Britain equals Tatooine. Britain... Oh, so you're gonna be giving nasty to Northern Ireland now? You're not gonna include them? For shame. I love the Northern Irish, their accent is bloody amazing. Worry, you fucking bastard. Someone get a bucket of napalm in a chicken house. This guy needs chicken stout. No, we do have McDonald's, we do have KFC, we do have Burger King. We do have mayonnaise. We've got KFC, McDonald's, Burger King, Pizza Hut, and we even have Taco Bell, I think, but only in a limited capacity. Those are not standards for fried chicken. Do you have sugar? Of course we have sugar. Mayonnaise. I don't like mayonnaise either, I've got to be honest. Dun, 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 dun. What on earth is that noise? Carruthers, go check it out. What about chocolate? Of course we have chocolate, of course we got sugar. Right, I just need to go ask Oliver Cromwell, sat next to me. Oliver, do we have chocolate? No, because it's 1066. No, wrong date, English history. Huff, didn't realise you were communist. Might have to discover oil there later. What about milk? Of course we've got milk. I know it begins with, oh say, can you see? I know it begins with that. I just don't know anything else about it. In fact, I don't even know my own national anthem, so there you go. I know it's God Save the Queen. God save the Queen and all who's saving it. What about milk? Milk, of course we've got milk, we've got cows. Milk exists, milk is real. Discover oil, you'll have to go to the North Sea for that. Wow, you guys got it all. Listen, just because we don't have a million different fast food chains, we don't have Wendy's, the bloody White Castle, is it? Do your cows come? Cows exist, yeah, cows exist in Britain. Yes, they do. Do cows go moo or like moo? I don't know. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early lights? Na na na, bum 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 bum. For bollocks, I've got it wrong already. I don't know the national anthem here. I know it opens with God Save the Queen, and it also has climb every mountain, ford every stream. Do the cows have hay or crumpets at tea time? Well, they have grass. Cows eat grass, not hay. That's horses. Hay or crumpets at tea time? Well, I hope they don't feed them crumpets. Yeah, but Russia got that Chad national anthem. Our cows do mess, so I wouldn't know. Well, it's not as if they're going to exactly tell you. Only God Save the Queen I know is by the Sex Pistols. Bet they have some good beef though. Do your cows have top hats like that? Like I like to imagine they do. I say. Does that patch of grass look appealing to you? Why yes, Victor. Indeed it does. Pip pip, toodle pip. Shall we go shooting pheasants this evening, Victor? Ah yes, because we're ambiguously gay. I'll stop imitating the posh people. You probably prefer my accent to theirs, and I hope you do, otherwise I will be very insulted. Pip pip diddly do that to you. Or back at you, sorry. Whoa, why do I have to slow down? This ain't working out. Shit. Oh. Right. moving again. 1 if by land, 2 if by sea, 3, well just bite the pillow because the British are coming. Trains are robot noodles. I like pheasant beef jerky. Mind blown. Ow, me head. I like pleasant. I like. Granville. Granville. It's the Grimsdale. I like pheasant beef jerky. You have pheasant beef jerky. What on earth is wrong with you? And there are no lights. I cannot see the... It's not just a train, it's an Alaskan bullworm. I remember that SpongeBob episode. I used to watch SpongeBob when I was a kid. And my grandparents, because they were the only ones who had cable. Because at home we had free views. The pioneers used to ride these babies for miles. Right? It's got a sweet twang to it. I remember the days when we used to have pheasant beef jerky. And it's got a sweet twang to it, you know, the twang, Mark Twain, yeah. It's not just a train, it's a rock, a big beautiful rock. Don't know where that's from. Oh look, light at the end of the tunnel, fantastic. And now I can see. I should have put the lights on. Nose lights. That'd be nice. Cab light, thank you. We can see now. Hooray. An interesting question. I do have an interesting question for you all. I've got two actually. Two. I was once at... I technically am southern. I didn't want to mention that though. Well, it doesn't count because you're from a nice part of the south, so it doesn't count. A train going through a tunnel is like if turds had pilots. Thinking about it... Yes. I'll just pretend to know what that means. The interesting question... bollocks. The interesting question is... I was once asked what my dream job would be, and then I decided... I don't bloody know. So... Can you guys make up a job for me? And please don't give me a ridiculous one because I'll belt you. An actual job from what you know about me. And I've got another question which you'll probably like a lot more after that. So this is my viewer interaction here. This is recommended to me by all sorts of videos claiming that viewer interaction is great for you. So here's my viewer interaction asking you stupid questions. What if I wanted to be belted? Hey, I'll fucking belt you. Fucking belt you. That's what a Yorkshire dominant sounds like. I'll fucking belt you. Fucking belt you. I'll belt you. Hey. You should be a train engineer. You basically just do what you're doing now but make 80k a year. Oh yeah, I forgot I'm not getting paid for this. Why am I doing this? Should I be a train engineer? I mean... maybe. I don't know. Maybe in the future. All I know is that I don't know what I want to do for a job. I've never known. I used to... My first actual job, of being an animal breeder, it's a very hands-on experience from what I could do. Oh dear. Right. I am not wanking off a horse. I am not wanking off a horse. I'm not wanking off a pig. I'm not wanking off a cow. I'm not wanking anything off but myself and my loved ones. I mean, not my loved ones, I'm not wanking anything off except myself and your dream job now, whatever the hell wants to hire me. I'm starting to wonder if anyone wants to hire me at all, you know. Starting to wonder that. Just wondering. I was thinking, I don't know what I could be. You wouldn't use a turkey baster for the old Jack Nasty? No, I would not. Watch the cattle prod each other for a change. Watch the cattle prod each other for each change. But basically, we won't hire you because you don't have enough experience. I don't have enough experience because I can't get hired. Exactly. Exactly, thank you. Can you give me a proper job title though, please? An actual thing that you could see me doing. I mean, some of you know me better than others, but I mean, an actual job you could see me doing. If I was in the US right now, for example, what would I be doing? Just based on how I am, what I look like. That's what slave work, sorry, internships are for. I know that. Don't worry. I tried to explain to someone that's what it was like, but I hated when I got my first job. It took me 9 months because of that. My first job was cleaning toilets in an office block. It doesn't get any worse than that. Well, technically it does, but I'm not going to mention that. But that was my job. And to be fairly honest, I didn't actually mind doing that. But it was the fact that it was just a temporary thing, so it didn't even count, really. Gotta start with the shit job before you get a new one. Right, exactly. Precisely. The only thing on my resume is Mr. T's maintenance. I worked at good old Subway. I'd pay you to read the phone book to me. Why would you want me to read the phone book to you? I know what you mean. I know why you're saying that, but well, you'd be bored to death, surely. No resume at all would probably look better than that. I did IT work and now I work for a TV studio. Oh yeah, you work in news, don't you? You put the footage together to make news stories. We could do with you over here, to be honest, Dean, because the BBC have no fucking clue what they're doing. Sometimes they make pretty small mistakes. KD Wolf reads the Yellow Pages. Sounds to Sleep to edition. I used to work at Bitch Ass Sears, but they're closed temporarily for now. I mean, everywhere's closed temporarily. Someone I know who is transgender changed their name to something. I'm gonna talk about this when I finish. I've got my associate's degree, so I have to get my feet wet in the medical field before I get the coding job I want. I mean, I do that. After quarantine is over, I'm getting some certifications to be a tower climber, if all else fails, manual labour. Just don't fall, darling, alright? Just don't fall, or else you'll worry me. I'll probably have a heart attack if I hear you fall. I wouldn't know about it, but you know what I mean. I don't want you to fall, darling. If you have a census in your area, you can make an arseload of money. Just have people to take a survey. It's $28 an hour job here. That's impressive. What? Are you telling me about that job? Or are you telling Seth? Because, well, it applies to both of us, so, to be honest. But the people who work in the census are working in government, and if you're working in government, you will essentially be labelled as an arsehole for the rest of your life, so I kind of fancy doing that, doing the government's. Because they are going to probably get me to do things, not just the census, but I know the census here is fine right now. I don't know about the British census. I don't know about that one. But, you know, I could check, I suppose. Sensual train conducting. At the next signal, turn right. Well, you can't turn right in a train, you have to go on the tracks. Give me an actual job. I'm surprised no one said police officer. I'm surprised. I'm surprised you haven't said male model with a... I'm surprised none of you have actually given me a proper job instead of you making them up as you go along. A sensual train conductor. This is a long ass tunnel. Fuck the police, at least if they're a stripper. I mean, I didn't explicitly say it wouldn't be a stripper job. But that's a story for another time. An Inuit stripper where you keep putting clothes on as the AC gets turned up. Okay, that's good. 1 uniform for 2 incomes. Yep. Pretty much. Although the British police uniform isn't very sexy. I've got to admit that. I mean, they still get people to wear them, but it's not that sexual. It's more yellow. You'll be seen for about 15 miles. So, Huff says you. Give me, says me. Be condescending to hills. High-vis jackets don't turn you on. No, they don't. All the time when I see someone with a high-vis jacket on, I think, do you really think a car is going to hit you? Because if someone wants to hit you, they will. They're not going to stop just because you have a high visibility jacket on. Or people who wear hard hats that think as soon as they put them on they're going to be the safest person in the... Help me distinguish between popcorn ceilings and topographical maps of Alaska. If only I... Dean, you're frazzling me mind here. It's like I'm on drugs. What if it's a high-vis jacket made of leather? Don't even... Oh. God damn it. Maybe. Okay, maybe. If you can't be a police officer, be like a sexy hall monitor. You get a reflective vest either way. Oh, I've got kettle corn I can pop. Fantastic. You'll be right back. Alright. Well, I'll be here anyway because I've got to drive this frickin' train. I still haven't reached Huddersfield. Unbelievable. Of course she's not going to share. So what happened last night, didn't you? I'll wear... Maybe I'll wear a uniform, maybe. I don't know. I probably won't look that great. She never shares with us. No, she doesn't. No, she doesn't. I mean, yeah. She never shares with us. She should, but she doesn't. Two minutes. Initial application. Slow the heck down. She never shares, and that's why it's so unfortunate. Fly a crop dusting plane, but the plane spreads Cheeto residue. No PlayStation controller is safe. You know, kind of wish they made covers for PlayStation controllers, but kind of wish that they did that. I kind of wish I could sit back. Oh wait, I'm sitting back now. Never mind. Ah, my back. Ah, feels nice. Feels quite nice. Hides my PlayStation controller. This man is evil. Of course he's evil. He associates with me. Of course he's evil. I fear no man but him, he's scary. Oh aye. Oh aye. But the other interesting question I had was there's someone I know who is transgender, and they changed their name obviously when they changed genders. So then we got onto the topic of names, and I basically said I don't like my name, my real life name. So then it became a question of what would I replace my real name with if I do have the choice to do that. And that got me thinking, I have no bloody idea. So then I decided, why not let other people decide what would be a fitting name for me. I'm not actually going to change it, but it'll be interesting to hear some alternatives. How far away am I from Huddersfield? I better be about a mile away, because if I'm not, I'll go crazy. We should play video games with this guy. Call yourself XC. I've already heard that, actually. That was one of the things that she said. Yeah, she already suggested that one. Ask me, you're gonna get a wonky ass name. I'm horrible with names, but I like your real name. You do like my real name? Oh my goodness gracious me, you are insane. You're insane, but I love you, and I don't think I can. I mean, I like your real name. I like all your real names, actually. All your real names are quite cool. I like them. Okay, so it's... Oh, it's after this tunnel, isn't it? Oh. Oh, goodness. Emergency brake, yeah. I'm probably going to need that. Seth, I told him his name is cute, but he keeps insisting it isn't. Well, it isn't. Oh shit, I've turned the engine off. Oh, bollocks. Oh bollocks, I've turned the... Oh my god. Engine... Um... I've turned the engine off. Please make him understand. This is what constipation must like to it says. I've turned the engine off. John? No. Actually, right. Engine only. Put it on. Off. Forward. Oh, thank goodness it moves. It moves. It actually moves. Right, well I successfully avoided that problem. I'm so late though. Wait a minute. 15:28? Well I've got there before. I'm actually early. My goodness gracious me. 3:28 I was supposed to get here. I've actually got here a lot quicker than the game wanted me to. Well, I mean that's alright. Give yourself a celebrity name like Kung Pao Chicken, or the Star That Shines Brightly, or Agamemnon the Fuck-Upper. I'm actually early, I can't believe that. Emergency brake. Stop. 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 Vlad. There's a dope name. No, I don't want to be called Vlad. Well, I've shut down the engine again, but... Right, the engine is still on. That's good. Vlad, there's a dope name. But my real name does suck, I don't really like it. Work at a kebab stand and call yourself Vlad. Wait until 15:28:30. Oh, well, I'm going to be waiting here for a little while then. I might as well pause it and then come back. I'm back. Right, I pissed myself off. I spend all this money on Switch and 3DS games, and whenever I want to play something, I don't know what to actually play. You burn it? Burn my Switch? There's people out there with some horrible names. Fanny Schmeller. Fanny Schmeller. For example, Quantisha. Play Monster Hunter World with me. I'm on right now and I need friendship. And my PC is running low on battery. Well, that's impressive. Right, gonna have to change that. I'll be back. Right, I am back. And I'm going to read the chat. Right. Jesus Condom, there's another. Brownie Shites. Brownie Shites sounds like a country and western singer. Brownie Shites. I gotta head out, gotta get to bed soon. Well, I wish you good night, Dean. This has been fun. I really hope it has been, because otherwise I failed as host. Chew cock, yeah. I mean, I don't do that. I don't do that, I can assure you I don't do that. I do something with cock, but I don't chew it. Well, I wish you a good night, Dean. I do hope you have a lovely day tomorrow. And I'll probably speak to you tomorrow as well. And then in a bit I'll don't know when I'm gonna stop the stream. I'll chew BDs. Please don't, that will anger him. Well, Dean, you're a cool fella. I'm sure everyone knows. Oh, he's clicked off, I believe. Good night, Deanie Weenie. Ah, well there you go. That's the bloke I was talking about for a few days now. I like him. He's quite nice. But of course, I like Seth the most because he's my boyfriend. I like LeFay, I like Matt Black, I like you all. He is a funny character, and we should definitely play PS4 with him when he can get some privacy, because he does live with roommates, so there's that. I'm just waiting here for another minute and then I'll head off to Leeds. And hopefully it'll go alright the rest of the journey. Now I do have the brakes on, so I'm going to take them off a little bit. Penis breath. Yes, darling, we know that there are worse names. I mean, my name is one that they always get wrong on, people always get my name wrong on birthday cards. I mean, my family have sort of gotten used to it by now. But other people spell it wrong all the bloody time. And I do know, it's not a terrible name. Wait until 15, 28, 30. Oh. 15, 28, 30, right. Okay. And now I can move off. And the wheels are slipping. Fantastic. Give it some power. Yeah, a bit more power than that, come on. Don't slip. Why are the wheels slipping? Throttle on. Wheels are still slipping. Right, they're not stopping anymore. Give me... Move. KD, you can use my new Sona's name. What is his name? It'll be something very generic, won't it? You know the one. No, I don't. My brain is empty. Basically, when I get to the end of the journey, I will, it's 1:41 in the morning, here, I will probably play 7 Days to Die with you, Lefay, maybe, probably, which is a game that Matt Black needs to get. I'm not letting up on that. Six people are watching. Oh, now 4. Oh, right. Right, it's gone back to normal. Well, get to Leeds by 15:53. I don't even know if that's possible. I'm not too much of a pussy to get it, I promise. Matt Black, it's not that scary. It really isn't that scary, and to be honest, at the point we are in the game right now, you've got really... You don't have much reason to be scared. It's not as if there's no risk whatsoever, you know, but it's not scary. And it is definitely worth picking it up. Believe me, you will have fun on it. That's because me and Lefay are playing it, so I built a wall and the zombies are paying for it. They are. They are. But, I mean, I'm gonna say this, because Seth told me to, at one point, we should build a nice base. And, given where the base is currently located, I don't think that's gonna be possible, so... I mean, I'm still building the house. I wanna finish the house tonight and sort out all the items at least, and then play a little bit more. And to be honest, Lefay, I was gonna ask you, could we do this on stream? Because then I don't have to stop streaming, you know. And then you can all watch me play, watch us play. And I can remove the voice of the other people in the party. Could all three pick up a different survival game, Ark or Conan Exiles or something? Yeah, Ark is good. You can play it on stream. You join in on that if you had a PS3. Is it cross compatible with PS3? A PS4, you mean? You mean a PS4, right? Ark or Conan Exiles. I played Ark, right, and I did enjoy it. And I will admit that Ark is... It's something I didn't get much into because I didn't have a lot of friends. I didn't have friends who played it. I don't know what you're on, didn't even know PS4 was out. The blue one looks sweet. The blue PS3. I didn't know they did a blue PS3. See, this thing, I don't know about all these limited edition consoles or anything like that because I've never had one. The only thing that I've had that's remotely special is, I think, a silver PS2. I think that's the only thing that I've had that's remotely special. And there's my light blue DS as well, my DS Lite, which you said was apparently a colour that you wanted, matte black. And to be honest, if you wanted it, I don't know how I'd post it. I mean, I could post it over. You know, you could have it if you wanted it. But the thing is that my DS Lite is very old, it doesn't work correctly anymore. So, if you want to play 7 Days to Die on stream, Lafayette, we can do that right now actually. You just let me know when, and I'll just save this game. Oh, no worries, it's okay. Yeah, it doesn't work very well anymore. It has trouble reading the cartridges. I have to kind of really push them in, you know, to get it to read them. And to be honest, I don't really have that many decent games for it. I was thinking about picking up a Pokemon game. I can't buy it, Mac Bros in PS4. Can't buy what? Oh, 7 Days to Oogie Bump. I'm typing and fighting a Hyperpink rapping at the same time. Give me a minute to boop it, Snoop. Alright. You just let me know when, and I'll hop on 7 Days to Die and all that. I do actually have... Oh, 7 days, you can't buy 7 days, right. Well, I do think you should pick it up as soon as possible, and then, you know, we can all play it together, because I think you will enjoy it in the long run, because there's me, LaFay, and maybe even Dean in the future, you know. Remember Teos's wrath towards me, LaFay? You see, I wasn't there. I wasn't there last night. I went to bed, that was around 4 o'clock in the morning, nearly 5. And yeah, I don't know. I've heard that Monster Hunter was similar to the God Eater games a bit. Yes, oh my god, it hated her so much, the bloody Teostra. Yeah, I mean, I thought, yeah. To be honest, Seth, I think you would enjoy, I think you would enjoy Monster Hunter World. You wouldn't enjoy the story. I mean, no one enjoys the story. The story is not something that you play that game for, believe me. The story of Monster Hunter World is so crap. You don't really want to know anything about the story. The extended lore, I mean, that might be interesting. But as far as the actual, I've applied the emergency brake, haven't I? Oh no, I haven't. Right. Shoot, you like the story in Sonic Forces, but to be honest, Seth, I'm going to explain what the story is. I pulled out, it's still the rest of it, hey, I got like 5, alright. Well, I'll save it. I'll head on 7 days. And then we can play. The story of Monster Hunter World is basically, it's the first Monster Hunter World that has a story. It's also the first one that has a tutorial, and the story is annoying because you really don't give a shit about what the hell it's talking about. It doesn't really matter because you're there to hunt the monsters, and that's basically what it is. You're just there to hunt monsters.